LDBC, this is your boy Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show live. Well, in the mountains again, y'all. But I want to give a shout out to all of you guys that came into the poetry live stream. Man, I appreciate it. It was a pretty good turnout. We're going to do it again. Me and K Black, we're definitely going to iron out the wrinkles, and we're just going to try to perfect it. But it is something that I want to do, and it's something that he wants to do. And I want to say something to the gentleman that you came into the poetry live stream and you started demanding that, I talk to you about Rose and Joanna and Jedrzejczyk. And I clearly indicated to you that, this is not, this is not a fight stream. But you just kind of took it upon yourself to kind of just disregard that. So, I'm not going to apologize for really getting at you. I'm not going to do that. And then you left me other comments on other videos asking me the same question. And, I just got a question to ask you, okay? Did you ever go through my video list? Because it was a recent video of the video that you requested. See, when you go and you make comments and then you don't do any research, it just make you seem silly. It just make you seem borderline stupid. And I'm not calling you stupid, but, when you ask, me, or you try to demand that I do something, then that's not going to work. Because 10 times out of 10, I'm going to tell you, you don't tell me what I need to talk about. I talk about what it is I want to talk about. If I want to talk about it at the time, I will. But the video that you're requesting is already there, but you didn't take time to look. Okay? So let's go ahead, guys, and let's really talk about this. Rose Namajunas, she came out and said that, everything that Joanna and Jedrzejczyk, her taunts, she said that stuff ain't working. That stuff does not work. It doesn't work. And Joanna going to try it again, and Rose said it's going to fail again. And you know what? I concur because, let's look at things from Joanna's point of view, okay? First of all, Joanna and Jedrzejczyk don't feel like that she the most attractive person. And I didn't say that. She said that, okay? She don't feel like she the most attractive. She's even made comments about her body before, which I'm like, well, you're a fighter. You're not gonna have all these darn curves. I mean, you are a fighter. You train. So I think everybody listening to the video, everybody understands that. And I don't think nobody here on this channel would make any comments about like, oh yeah, Joanna's not this. Nah, ain't nobody gonna say that. But she does have issues about, the way she looks, because she said it. And I said, whoa, did she just say that? And it was 2 years ago, man, she said something. And that started leading me to believe that, this girl really got some really serious self-esteem issues with the way she looked. So Joanna didn't really have all that to fall back on. Like when Paige Van Zandt, when she take an ass whooping, Paige Van Zandt got her looks to fall back on. She can go do a photo spread. She can go do a whole bunch of things and fall back on, and people will get with that. But, Joanna and Jedrzejczyk, she don't have that in her playing card. She ain't got that. Joanna's, her thing, her backbone was her fighting. That's what she has. And, taunting and making people feel bad, well, it's not going to work. Rose, look, the jig is up, okay? The jig is up with Joanna. Rose even got the taunting figured out. It's crazy. Rose done figured this girl out in the octagon, and Rose done learn how to beat this girl outside the octagon. So what did Rose do? She responded, that crap ain't gonna work. And it's getting under Joanna's skin. It's getting under her skin. Joanna better take a good look at that belt, or she better look at old photographs of that belt, because she ain't getting that belt back. She's not getting that belt back. She don't even have the one-punch knockout power to even, make the fight, okay, wait a minute, this is MMA. Nah, man. And what is she gonna do? Submit Rose Namajunas? She's not gonna do that either. Girlie has no ground game. It's not gonna happen. But it's kind of like this, y'all. And I've said this before. You know how you got these fighters, man, these well-known fighters in the UFC, and that they got holes in their game. Like, we all know that Holly Holm and Joanna and Jedrzejczyk, their ground games, they suck. I even think Joanna's clinching game is better than Holly's, but their ground games, they suck. It's no disrespect, that's the truth. Instead of getting into like the grapple tournaments, I'm gonna tell you what these fighters, what they won't do. See, they don't want to be embarrassed, because they'll go to a grappling tournament, get beat by some unknown person that all they've been doing is BJJ for years, but they've never got in the MMA bout. So these are like low people on the totem pole. So to people like Holly and Joanna, they not gonna go in there and take a loss from somebody who's low on the totem pole from them. They ain't gonna do it. They would much rather, what they'd rather do? They'd much rather just take their losses in MMA and say, yep, I got beat by a tough opponent, than to go in there and actually learn how to grapple, and actually go in there and consistently, not do it for a training camp. I mean, consistently do it day in and day out. get into some competition. Because see, when you're grappling, just doing it in the gym, that's not enough. Because the people you train with, you already know how they move, okay? I mean, everything to me in a lot of gyms is coordinated. Like you coordinate certain things. But, when you're in a live grappling tournament, no, you're not coordinating any of that stuff, okay? You don't coordinate it. You're in there and you're with the live dog that's going to do different things. But see, Holly and Joanna, they don't get that. Like you got to go in there, take your lumps. But the more lumps you take when you're grappling, then that's the more experience you get. Like I remember, man, the first time I was, grappling, on the mat doing BJJ, it was the worst experience I ever felt, man. Because, you got this person, you trying to get them off of you. And I almost thought I was about to bite the person. But then, I was like, oh, wait a minute, it's a BJJ. I can't bite him, But, it was a crazy feeling, especially if the person is remotely stronger than you, Now, when I was grappling, I had to grapple a couple of women. That wasn't too bad because I was actually able to push them off and do what I needed to do. But, some of the men that were my same weight, man, you telling me, bro, it's like you're clamped down. So I understand like the frustration or the anxiety that they would probably have doing something like that. But, it's something that would have to be done. See, for Holly, she's at the end of her career, so it ain't gonna matter. She gonna keep doing the same thing. But for Joanna, she got time. She got time to actually go in and actually get into some of those tournaments and actually do a good job. But they too proud, man. They too arrogant and they too proud to actually go do something like that. Yeah, I said it. And it's the same thing with Ronda Rousey. Same thing with Ronda. I mean, God dog, you can't box. Okay, you sitting there, you trying to box everybody. So why not get into like some amateur tournaments for boxing? You know why? Because Ronda wouldn't want that thing of, people trying, getting pieced up and everybody talking about it. But, it's what you got to do to learn, man. Or, even go over to Thailand, man, do some Muay Thai, do a whole bunch of Muay Thai in Thailand and actually get into some of those Thailand fights, those backyard fights that people can't see. And then, you get in there and you get your experience. But, you just don't sit there, okay? And this is my opinion, you just don't sit there and do something wrong and not have experience and then try to do it because you think you can do it, and then you fail at it because you ain't prepared. I mean, folks, it's common sense, okay? It's common sense. But it seems like that some of these new age girls, they just lack the common sense. And everybody and their mama, Ronda, if Ronda just would have went out and got into some amateur boxing circuits, done some stuff on the side, done it, even went to a whole other country, man. She got the money to do it. She got the money. Get into some really very low tier organizations, box, okay? And then, get that experience and then come back. There'll be no shame. I mean, I would have been like, well, at least Ronda trying to get the holes in her game, right? Fight some 3-round fights, Fight some 3-round. She don't need more than 3 rounds because, she was an MMA fighter. Fight some 3-round fights, get the experience, come back, and then your game, some of the holes have been filled in. But, they're not going to do it. So what do you think Joanna's going to do? She going to come do the same thing, okay? She going to try, to throw that little kick to the face that Rose is already prepared for. Rose already passed the Joanna Jedrzejczyk test. The test has been passed, okay? And it's like now you gave Rose all the answers to the test. That's what you did. You just gave Rose Namajunas all the answers to the test. So when Rose take that test again, this is like, hey, I'm taking the same test over and over. Look at Joanna Jedrzejczyk fights, y'all. Even from when she was fighting in kickboxing, her style has not changed one iota. Not one. Like you see fighters like Valentina, how they've evolved and their skills are getting better. You see fighters like Amanda Nunes, how they've evolved, their skill set getting better. You've seen fighters like Claudia Gadelha, how they've evolved. Their skill sets get better, they do different things. Not Joanna. She ain't doing nothing but the same thing. And that's just the way that is. I'm done.